Recording that video I did earlier about losing my glasses in the Intracoastal Waterway while paddleboarding today made me think about a story from it was exactly 3 years ago. It may have been 3 years ago tomorrow, but it was definitely this week. We evacuated North Carolina because of Hurricane Florence, and I guess our Uncle Gerald, or you might say Gerald, had contacted me and said that they had a place in Alabama that we could stay if we wanted to evacuate because of the hurricane. So we decided to go, and this place was a little double-wide trailer that Gerald and his wife have down on the Coosa River. And the Coosa River is this wide, sort of dark water, red water, because the dirt in that part of the country has a lot of iron in it. It's very red. And so anyway, it was a great place to stay. I'm just going to say that. It was like, this place was right on the river. It was up on a hill above the river, and Gerald has this dock that he built that has like sort of two levels to it. One, a lower level for the boat, and then the top was like a deck. So we were swimming, and I had taken my glasses off and put them on top of a utility box, like the electrical box down on this dock, and I was swimming, and then all of a sudden I hear this, "Oh no!" Somebody's glasses had gotten knocked into the water. Now, but Cindy said, "Oh no, they were mine," which were like her reading glasses or whatever. So I didn't think much about it. So when I got out of the water and went to put my glasses on, I reached up there on this utility box, and I felt the glasses that were there, and I knew right away that they weren't Cindy's. I knew right away that they weren't mine. They were Cindy's, because those of you who know me know that my glasses, because of my poor eyesight, are quite substantial, and these glasses were not quite substantial. So I'm like, oh no, my glasses have fallen into the Coosa River. And the Coosa River is fairly deep, and it's cold-ish, yeah, even in September, and dark, very, very dark water. But anyway, so I think I should be able to find these glasses. And unlike the glasses that I lost today, these were fairly expensive glasses. These are like $400, $450 glasses. You know, I had all the sort of the bells and whistles. And so anyway, so the next day, I get up and I tell Cindy I'm going to go and I'm going to see if I can find those glasses in the bottom of the river. And this is one of the things I love about Cindy, because I know she's thinking, "You're such an idiot. You're such a fool. There's no way you're going to find those glasses." But she didn't say anything, and so I head down there to the river in the dock, and she's like sitting up on the porch of this house watching me. So there's all kinds of reasons why this is like a really bad idea. I figured that the water was maybe 10 or 12 feet deep, and because I had this PVC pipe and I put it down there, and at first I tried like putting a fishing net on the bottom of this PVC pipe, and I thought, well, I can drag it along the bottom and maybe I'll catch them that way. And then I think, no, this isn't going to work. So I'm going to have to go down and look around on the bottom of the river to find my glasses. Now, there's all kinds of scary things about this. The water is dark, it's moving, it's cold. Plus, you know, this dock is all metal and sharp edges. And then to make things even worse, just below this dock, there's this huge tree that has fallen, who knows how many years, has been laying there on the bottom of that river. And so like I keep trying to go down, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what if I come up and I hit my head on this thing and cut my head or knock myself out? Or what if I get caught by this tree that's laying down there, and all this sort of stuff like that? But I just can't let it go. I'll like push myself under the water, and a few times I actually got down far enough that I could touch but I can only touch with my foot. And keep in mind, in order to look for my glasses, I'm not going to be able to go down there feet first. It's going to have to be head first, and I'm going to have to stay down there so I can feel around with my hands and stuff. And I keep trying, and I keep trying. And Cindy is up there just watching me, not saying a word. But I'm quite sure I know what she's thinking, that I'm such a fool. And and then I start calling myself names. Now, I will not say what those names are, but let's just let it be known that it would be inappropriate for Gussie and Verona to see this. Plus, I know that Mama watches this, and I would certainly not want her to know the names I was calling myself. It was like the kind of stuff they call you in football practice when you're on a football team. It's just very, very unpleasant. But I'm just trying so hard. I just know that I can do this, but I can't. I just can't do it. So finally, I give up and just let the glasses go. And so keep in mind, we were still in Alabama, and I did have glasses. I had my prescription sunglasses. Ironically enough, the ones that I lost today in the Intracoastal Waterway. And but anyway, so those worked fine during the daytime, but basically anytime after dark I was just without glasses. And so what that meant was, like, when we drove back from the hurricane, anytime we got past sundown, Cindy had to drive, and she does not like to drive in strange places. The day that we went home, we were going to drive on through, but then it got to be late and it was dark, so we ended up, because I couldn't drive, so we ended up staying in Raleigh. And then, like, poor Caleb, who had driven the other car, he made it all the way home, but he had to stay in the house by himself. And I think that the weather was still kind of bad, and there were trees down and all that sort of stuff like that. So I feel bad that happened to him. And and then my Aunt Helen and my cousin Sandy and her husband Nick, they wanted us to go to dinner at the Catfish Cabin when we were in Alabama, up at the top of Sand Mountain. And we timed it all okay so that we would be back before dark, so that Cindy wouldn't have to drive. But it didn't work out that way. So she had to drive us back. And again, she does not like driving in strange places. And she's from eastern North Carolina, Onslow County, which is one of the flattest places you'll ever see. So she's not used to hills and mountains and curvy roads and all sort of stuff like that. So yeah, me losing those glasses was it just had all kinds of consequences. So anyway, okay, thanks for watching. Love you.